It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Rich Giolella Field, the Spartans of Steinert High School look to get back in the win column as they play host this afternoon to the Blue Devils of Ewing High. A pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Mike Warren alongside the esteemed Mercer County journalist Joe O'Gorman. Great to be with you as always as we have more Mercer County high school baseball for you here this afternoon on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by the Capital Health System, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Haldeman Ford Subaru, Kessel Dermatology, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trentonian, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Trenton Thunder, the Italian People's Bakery, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, and Hyundai of Trenton, all proud to bring you today's coverage here on WBCB. This is the Trentonian pregame show, and joining us, Joe O'Gorman, as I mentioned earlier. Joe, this is an exciting one today. You have a Steinert squad that's coming off of a tough loss against Robbinsville earlier this week, and a Ewing squad that battled back from trailing by 3+ runs to come back and win against a pretty proven Hopewell Valley team from a season ago that returned a lot of experience. The Blue Devils come into today at 1-1. The Spartans at 2-2, a couple of 500 teams still trying to etch out themselves in the standings within the CVC in Mercer County.
Like you said, Mike, you got two teams coming at this game from different directions. Ewing's coming off a high, Steinert's coming off a tough loss. So it's going to be interesting to see if Ewing can maintain that momentum that they picked up at the Hopewell Valley win and see if Steinert can shake off the loss at Robbinsville.
It was a tough loss for the Spartans just earlier this week. 9-3 the final score as the Ravens able to jump out to an early lead that was as many as 8-0 for the Ravens. And Steinert in that one, it was a tough start and they were really just not able to ever rebound. They got their first runs in that game late in the 6th inning, and from that point on it was really just the Ravens game, and the Spartans were trying to keep their heads above water in that one. But just from being around the ballpark today and seeing the energy and the atmosphere here this afternoon, you can tell that there were some discussions had and some pretty meaningful practices in between the loss earlier this week at Robbinsville to now here against Ewing. Back on your home field, a little bit comfortable, more of a comfortable feeling here for you as, again, you get to play on a field that you practice on 90% of the time, and you're playing a Ewing team that you actually lost to almost a year ago. Back on May 9th, it was Ewing winning 5-4, and you got to think that some of the guys returning for the Spartans have that in the back of their brain here today.
Well, one of the things you mentioned has been a little bit of a problem for the Spartans so far. They've given up 8 first-inning runs. So if Brian Gillel can get out of here in the first inning without giving up some runs, they're starting off on a very high note. And on the other side, Ewing, which doesn't hit the ball that well, and if they can come out and scratch out a run or something, it's going to be a plus for them. So, it's going to be interesting to see the early part of this game. And I think the early part plays a role in it, too, because who knows when the rain's going to hit here. It's coming. It's pretty cloudy here right now, And I understand the dome isn't done yet. The Rich Giolella Dome is not completed, so we're going to have to play outside for a while.
Yes, very windy afternoon. The wind continues to gust in from straightaway center field. You can see those flags out there in center field getting their work in, whipping all the way right in towards us here in the broadcast booth behind home plate. Dimensions here at Rich Giolella Field. Down the left field line, 330, left center 370, even deeper into center field 380 and 375, right center 365, and down the right field line 320 feet down towards the right field pole. Beautiful afternoon, though, nonetheless, as we're looking to get some baseball in before some of the weather expected later on this afternoon. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups for both of these teams. First, Joe O'Gorman, the potential for a real pitcher's duel here this afternoon as both teams not turning to their specific ace, so to speak, the number 1 in their rotation, but both of them going to their number 2, and really some powerful arms on the mound as the Blue Devils will turn to their starter in Colin Elam to get them and keep them in the win column. And for the Spartans looking to bounce back, they'll turn to Mason Grant. So two guys that have a lot of innings under their belt at the varsity varsity level and two guys that know what is sort of asked of them when they're taking the bump for their teams.
Yeah, you got two guys that have been here before. They know what they got to do. And, you know, they're guys that throw strikes. That's the key. As long as they can maintain throwing strikes, put the ball in play, they're both going to be okay.
First,
Should be a very good, interesting pitching matchup.
Absolutely, to say the least. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups. Offensively, first for the visiting Blue Devils of Ewing High School, it'll be Lorenzo Patron in center field batting first. Sam Simpkins, the sophomore shortstop who had 2 big hits and 2 RBIs in that win against Hopewell Valley, he's at short and bat second. Chris Salmon behind the dish in the 3 spot. Colin Elam on the bump, he'll bat fourth. Jake McNona over at third base bats fifth. Keith Lesko at first base bats sixth. In the 7th spot, Ryan Gregg out in left field. Joey Andrees at second base bats 8th, and Sam Leibowitz in right field rounds out the 1 through 9 for the Ewing Blue Devils. So again for Ewing, Patron, Simpkins, Salmon, Elam, McNona, Lesko, Gregg, Andrees, and Leibowitz, the 1 through 9 for Ewing. And for Steinert, how they line up offensively here this afternoon, it'll be Christian Finaccio in center field leading things off, followed by Joey Ditta at shortstop batting second, Jack Pirelli in right field batting third, Gennaro Salzano, the designated hitter, bats fourth, Alex Wolak over at first base in the 5-hole, Ramey Feniello in left field bats sixth. In the 7th spot, Dan Graziano over at third base, Jack Ivins at second base bats 8th, and rounding out the lineup behind the dish, Andrew Condurso. So again for Steinert, it'll be Finaccio, Ditta, Pirelli, Salzano, Wolak, Feniello, Graziano, Ivins, and Condurso. And on the bump for the Steinert Spartans, Mason Grant. Grant, a season ago, a lot of valuable innings. The 6'3" righty coming in at 150 pounds. The junior class member looking to get a victory here today for the Steinert Spartans. We'll take a quick break here on the Trentonian pregame show. On the other side, first pitch between the Ewing Blue Devils and the Steinert Spartans next on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extra...
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow.
Trenton Thunder Baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights, Tuesday, Dollar Dog nights, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Would like to take this opportunity to wish all of their students the best of luck this school term. They are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And don't forget, you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Mike, an interesting tidbit here. Ewing beat Steinert last year 5-4.
Yep. Very interesting tidbit indeed, and a lot of returning members for both of these teams. A lot of youth a season ago, and now a lot of experience when you look at both of these squads. And starting with Steinert, of course, on the bump, we mentioned Mason Grant, who was tabbed with a ton of big starts a season ago and picked up some big wins for the Steinert Spartans, especially as the season crept closer to Mercer County tournament play.
What makes that win interesting was it was the first one since 2014.
Wow.
So there's like 12 games in there where Steinert had a little bit of dominance over Ewing. So
leading off for Ewing, number 5, center fielder Lorenzo.
So stepping into the box, it'll be Lorenzo Patron stepping in from the left side. Patron out in center field this afternoon for Ewing under head coach David Angebrandt. And Grant's into the windup. First pitch fastball right down the middle. Called strike one, and we're underway.
Angebrandt's been there for 10 years now, so he's got a pretty good idea of the system coming through.
First pitch at 4 o'clock on the nose. Grant kicks and deals the 0-1, skips in and scoots away from Condurso a bit. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. It'll be Patron, Simpkins, and Salmon. The first 3 due up for the Ewing Blue Devils. Long look in from the rubber for Grant. Into the windup and the 1-1 on the way. Looks like he took a little bit off that one. Gets the outside corner. It's 1-2.
Sure did. That's just where it bit, right there on the outside corner.
Condurso gives the sign. Grant agrees. He's into his windup in the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him with some off speed in the dirt. And there's one down.
Nice job of pitching there by Grant. Kept it outside on him early.
Next up for Ewing, number 13, shortstop.
So
Sam
4 pitches
Simpkins.
and 1 out for Mason Grant, and that'll bring up the shortstop Sam Simpkins in his sophomore campaign. Thrusted into the varsity level as a freshman a season ago. Stares at a fastball on the outer part of the plate. Called strike one. Simpkins not in agreement with the call.
It's rain coming strike zone. That's what that is.
Grant kicks and deals off speed, gets Simpkins to offer, and just hits that one off the top of the bat. Foul. It's 0-2. So Grant not afraid to pound the strike zone early on. Finds himself in the driver's seat ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Spoiled, straight back. New baseball for Grant. We'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes.
Simpkins a little late on that one. Sent that ball out over to first base Spartan dugout.
The 0-2 swung on and missed. Nasty slider from Mason Grant as he got Simpkins out in front. 2 up, 2 down via the way of the swinging strikeout, and Grant's rolling here in the top of the first.
Now batting number 4.
Yeah, we mentioned that Steiner has a little bit of trouble in the first inning. Right now, Grant's looking like he's got the answer to that.
So Grant 2 up, 2 down, a couple of swinging strikeouts. Here's Chris Salmon, the catcher, batting from the left side, rolls over on this one and pulls it foul on the first base side. He's behind, no balls, 1 strike. First pitch strikes, a common theme to start for Mason Grant.
I believe Salmon's a TCNJ product, heading to the College of New Jersey next year.
That's awesome. A windup in the 0-1. That fastball dots the outside black. No balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Devil catcher in Chris Salmon.
Grant's ahead now. He's got to make him hit his pitch.
Grant kicks and deals. Wastes a slider outside. 1-2. Colin Elam would be up next if the inning does continue. Salmon with an open stance from the left side. 1-2 on the ground to short. Charging is Ditta. He's got it. Shuffles the feet. Fires to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Mason Grant as he picks up a couple of strikeouts to start. The Blue Devils retired in order. A 6-3 putout to set down Salmon. And the Steinert Bats get to work early. As they go down 1-2-3, they get the Blue Devils to go down 1-2-3. Here from Rich Giolella Field.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
From Rich Giolella Field to the bottom of the first inning, let's introduce you to how the Steinert Spartans line up 1 through 9 offensively this afternoon. Christian Finaccio, the center fielder, will lead things off, followed by Joey Ditta, who you just saw record that final out in the top of the first inning. He bats second. Jack Pirelli bats third out in right field. Gennaro Salzano, the DH, in the 4th spot. Alex Wolak, the first baseman, bats 5th. Raimi Feniello, the left fielder, who had a couple of hits against Robbinsville in that 6 hole, batting 7th. Dan Graziano, 8th, Jack Ivins, and 9th, Andrew Condurso. So again, Finaccio, Ditta, Pirelli, Salzano, Wolak, Feniello, Graziano, Ivins, and Condurso, the 1 through 9 for the Steinert Spartans. And defensively for Ewing, they line up as such. In the outfield, going from left to right, Ryan Gregg in left, Lorenzo Patron in center, Sam Leibowitz in right. In the infield at third base, Jake Mignonia, shortstop Sam Simpkins, second baseman Joey Andrees, and over at first is Keith Lesko. Behind the dish, Chris Salmon, and on the bump, the hard-throwing right-hander Colin Elam, who pitched in this game when they were victorious back on May 9th in 2023. He picked up the win in that one.
I'm sure he'd like to get another one here today.
And, yeah, exactly. Looking for just about the same recipe here this afternoon. And looking for a similar first inning that Mason Grant just had. I'm sure Elam would appreciate a nice 1-2-3 to start here as well.
Both these teams returned a lot of players.
They did.
A lot of experience on this team. Ewing's still very young. They have a lot of young players. I think they only have 5 seniors. But they have a lot of experience, and they won that Mercer County Invitational Tournament last year. I think they beat South for that. And, Steiner, these kids got a lot of Legion experience this year going to the state final in the Legion for post 31, so a lot of experience on both teams.
Stepping into the box, Christian Finaccio, the center fielder.
Number 12, center fielder Christian Finaccio.
He'll get things rolling here for the Spartans offensively. Finaccio able to reach base against Robbinsville. A tough offensive game for the Spartans, looking to bounce back here this afternoon against Ewing. Finaccio steps in from the left side, a slight open stance. Elam into the windup. His first pitch is on the way. That's a fastball at the knees for a called strike 1.
These two guys keep throwing strikes. We're going to have a fast game here, man.
Find some wood to knock on, my friend. Breaking ball called, strike 2 on the outer half as that one paints the black. Elam, a commanding 0-2 count.
Colin just hit me in the head. Is that the wood he's talking about?
0-2 rolled over right side. Elam fields it on a granny hop, flips it over to first. Telesco in plenty of time. 1 up, 1 down, 1-3 the putout. Ironically enough, I'll have to check my book. I believe it was a 1-3 putout to start. There was a 1-3 putout in the first inning last game.
Number 2, shortstop Joey Ditta.
For Ewing against Robbinsville. Here's Joey Ditta. Breaking ball that just didn't come back to find the zone inside and had Ditta turn it away. 1-0 to the Steinert shortstop. The 1-0. Fastball rolled up the middle towards short. Fielded by Simpkins, throws across the diamond in plenty of time. 2 down.